Ah, London. The city of dreams, where history and modernity collide in a symphony of sights and sounds. The vibrant energy of Piccadilly Circus, the stately grandeur of Buckingham Palace, the endless treasures of the British Museum. London has it all. You could spend a lifetime exploring its labyrinthine streets, each turn revealing a new secret, a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. But sometimes even the most ardent city slicker yearns for a change of pace, a breath of fresh air, a taste of something different. That's where the beauty of a day trip comes in. A chance to escape the familiar, to venture beyond the city walls and to experience the unexpected. And what better destination for such an adventure than Bristol, a city brimming with history, culture, and a charm all its own. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from the heart of London, Bristol beckons with the promise of a delightful escape, a chance to trade the roar of the underground for the gentle lapping of waves against the harbour. Imagine yourself stepping off the train, the anticipation of a new adventure tingling in the air. The station is bustling with life, a symphony of sounds and sights that signal the start of something extraordinary. A gentle breeze carrying the scent of salt air and freshly baked goods wafts through the air, mingling with the distant calls of seagulls. The aroma is inviting, promising delightful discoveries just around the corner. The sun glints off the water, casting a shimmering path that beckons you to explore further. The cobblestone streets, worn smooth by countless footsteps, are alive with the energy of people going about their day, each corner holding a new story. As you wander, you find yourself drawn into hidden alleyways where historic buildings whisper tales of the past. The unique atmosphere of this historic port city envelops you, each step revealing a new facet of its charm. You might stumble upon a street artist, their hands deftly bringing a brick wall to life with vibrant colours and intricate designs. Each stroke of the brush adds to the tapestry of the city, a living canvas that evolves with every passing day. Or perhaps you find yourself drawn into a cosy pub, the warm glow of the interior inviting you in. The lilting strains of live music fill the air, creating an atmosphere that is both intimate and exhilarating. The melodies weave through the conversations, adding a layer of magic to the moment. Bristol is a city that surprises at every turn. Its skyline, dotted with unique landmarks, tells a story of innovation and tradition coexisting in harmony. From the iconic Clifton Suspension Bridge to the vibrant street art that adorns its walls, Bristol is a place where creativity thrives. As you explore the city streets, you can lose yourself in the moment, discovering something new around every corner. Each alleyway, each shop, each cafe holds a potential for a new experience, a new memory to be made. It's a city that stays with you long after you've left. The memories of your adventures here linger, a nostalgic reminder of the moments that took your breath away. The cityscape, with its blend of old and new, becomes a backdrop for your own personal story. And as you board the train to your next destination, you carry with you the essence of Bristol. It's a reminder that adventure is just a train ride away and that the unexpected moments are often the most memorable. Embrace the journey, for it's in these moments that life truly unfolds. Leaving the familiar embrace of London behind, you board a train at Paddington Station, the air buzzing with anticipation. The rhythmic clatter of the tracks becomes the soundtrack to your adventure, carrying you westward towards the rolling hills and historic towns that lie beyond the city limits. As the train speeds along, the urban landscape gradually gives way to picturesque countryside, a patchwork quilt of fields, forests, and charming villages. The journey itself is a feast for the senses. Gazing out the window, you might spot a herd of sheep grazing peacefully in a sun-drenched meadow. The sight of these gentle creatures with their woolly coats and serene demeanor evokes a sense of timeless pastoral beauty. It's a scene that has been part of the English countryside for centuries, a living tapestry of tradition and tranquility. Or catch a glimpse of a majestic hawk soaring effortlessly overhead. The hawk, with its keen eyes and powerful wings, symbolizes freedom and the untamed spirit of nature. Watching it glide through the sky, you can't help but feel a connection to the wild, a reminder of the natural world that exists beyond the confines of human life. The gentle rocking of the train lulls you into a state of peaceful contemplation as you anticipate the adventures that lie ahead. The train journey becomes more than just a means of transportation. It's a transition, a gradual shedding of the city's frenetic pace. The rhythmic clatter of the tracks and the ever-changing scenery outside the window create a meditative experience, allowing you to unwind and reflect. Each passing mile takes you further from the hustle and bustle and closer to the heart of England's natural beauty. As you embrace the slower rhythms of life outside London, as you approach Bristol, the landscape begins to change once more. Rolling hills give way to the dramatic Avon Gorge, a stunning natural formation that has been shaped by the forces of nature over millennia. The sight of the gorge, with its steep cliffs and lush vegetation, is a testament to the enduring power and beauty of the natural world carved by the River Avon over millennia. The river, winding its way through the gorge, adds a sense of movement and life to the landscape. Its waters, reflecting the sky above, create a mesmerizing play of light and shadow. As you watch the river flow, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the natural wonders that England has to offer. This journey, with its glimpses of pastoral scenes, soaring hawks and dramatic gorges, is a reminder of the rich and varied beauty that lies just beyond the city limits. And then a sight that takes your breath away, the iconic Clifton Suspension Bridge, an engineering marvel that seems to float effortlessly across the chasm. This bridge, designed by the great Isambard Kingdom Brunel, stands as a testament to human creativity and determination. Spanning the Avon Gorge, it connects the vibrant city of Bristol with the picturesque village of Lee Woods. It's a site that embodies the spirit of Bristol itself, a city where history and innovation collide in a breathtaking display of human ingenuity. The bridge is not just a structure, it's a symbol of the city's resilience and forward-thinking attitude. As you gaze upon it, you can almost hear the whispers of the past mingling with the hum of the present. The train glides into Bristol Temple Meads Station, a gateway to the city that has seen countless journeys begin and end. This station, with its grand Victorian architecture, is more than just a transit point. It's a piece of living history, a magnificent Victorian structure that welcomes you with open arms. Designed by the renowned engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel, the station's intricate design and towering arches are a nod to a bygone era, yet it remains a bustling hub of activity. As you step off the train and onto the platform, you are immediately enveloped by the warmth and charm of the city. The hustle and bustle of travellers, the distant sound of train whistles, and the echo of footsteps on the platform create a symphony of movement and life. You can't help but feel a sense of excitement, the anticipation of new experiences, the thrill of discovery, and the promise of adventure fill the air. Every corner of the station tells a story, every face a potential new friend. Bristol has a different energy than London, a more laid-back vibe that invites you to slow down, to breathe. Here the pace of life is gentler, the smiles more frequent, and the atmosphere more relaxed. It's a city that encourages you to take your time, to savour each moment. A more laid-back vibe that invites you to slow down, to breathe, to explore at your own pace. Whether you're wandering through the lush green parks, strolling along the historic harbour side, or simply sitting in a cosy cafe watching the world go by, Bristol offers a sense of tranquility and ease to explore at your own pace. The city is a canvas of creativity, with vibrant street art adorning its walls, telling stories of its rich cultural heritage. From the iconic works of Banksy to the hidden gems in alleyways, every piece of art adds to the city's unique charm. As you meander through the streets, you'll discover a city that is as diverse as it is welcoming, a place where every visitor feels at home. Bristol doesn't overwhelm you with its grandeur like London can. Instead, it draws you in subtly, revealing its charms gradually like a well-told story. Stepping out of the station, you're greeted by a vibrant mix of old and new. Grand Victorian architecture stands proudly alongside modern buildings adorned with colourful street art, a testament to Bristol's thriving creative scene. The air hums with a different kind of energy than London, a more relaxed and welcoming vibe. Bridging the divide, awe-inspiring Clifton Suspension Bridge. No trip to Bristol is complete without a visit to its most iconic landmark, the Clifton Suspension Bridge. Even from a distance, it's a sight to behold, a marvel of Victorian engineering that seems to defy gravity as it soars across the Avon Gorge. Walking towards it, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. This isn't just a bridge, it's a statement. Echoes of the past Bristol Museum and Art Gallery. Step back in time at the Bristol Museum and Art Gallery, a treasure trove of artifacts and artworks spanning centuries. Housed in a grand Victorian building, the museum is a journey through history, art and culture, all under one roof. It's the kind of place where you can easily lose yourself for hours, wandering from room to room, each one filled with fascinating exhibits. Start your exploration with the museum's Egyptian collection, home to mummies, sarcophagi, and hieroglyphics that whisper tales of a civilization long gone. Harbourside happenings, where city meets sea. Bristol's harbour is the city's beating heart, a bustling hub of activity where history and modernity collide. Once a thriving port that connected Bristol to the world, the harbour has been transformed into a vibrant waterfront district, home to museums, art galleries, restaurants, bars and shops. It's the kind of place where you can easily spend an afternoon soaking up the atmosphere and enjoying the sights and sounds of the city. Start your harbourside adventure with a visit to the SS Great Britain, Brunel's other masterpiece. A feast for the senses, Bristol's culinary delights. Bristol is a city that takes its food seriously. From Michelin-starred restaurants to cosy pubs serving traditional fare, there's something to tantalise every taste bud. Whether you're a seasoned foodie or simply looking for a delicious meal, Bristol's culinary scene is sure to impress. For a taste of Bristol's maritime heritage, head to one of the many seafood restaurants clustered around the harbour. A surprise on Park Street where books come alive. Park Street, with its steep incline and eclectic mix of shops, is a Bristol experience in itself. I remember strolling along, pausing to admire the grand Victorian architecture when a shop window stopped me in my tracks. It wasn't the usual tourist trinkets or high street brands that caught my eye, but a jumble of books stacked from floor to ceiling, their spines a kaleidoscope of colours and fonts. This was no ordinary bookstore. Hidden alleyways, unexpected treasures. St. Nicholas Market. One of the things I love most about exploring new cities is stumbling upon hidden gems, those unexpected places that reveal themselves when you least expect them. In Bristol, one such gem is St. Nicholas Market, a treasure trove of independent shops, food stalls, and vintage finds tucked away in the heart of the city. Section 4, an evening by the harbour, music and memories. As the sun began its slow descent, casting a warm glow over the city, I found myself drawn back to Bristol's harbour. The air was alive with activity, but the atmosphere was noticeably more relaxed than during the day. Families strolled along the waterfront, couples enjoyed romantic dinners at harbourside restaurants, and groups of friends gathered for drinks at outdoor bars, their laughter echoing across the water. I found a spot on a bench overlooking the harbour, the gentle lapping of water against the harbour wall providing a soothing soundtrack to the scene unfolding before me. Section 1. Bristol's Encore. A lasting impression. The train rumbled back towards London, leaving behind the twinkling lights of Bristol. I watched the city shrink in the distance, a sense of satisfaction settling over me. Bristol wasn't just another day trip, it was an experience, a tapestry woven from history, creativity, and a certain undefinable charm. It's funny how a place can surprise you. Section 2. Beyond the guidebooks. Finding your own Bristol story. Every traveller experiences a place differently. Guidebooks can point you in the right direction, but it's the unexpected encounters, the moments of serendipity, that truly shape a journey. In Bristol, this might mean stumbling upon a hidden vintage bookstore tucked away on a side street, its shelves overflowing with literary treasures. Or perhaps it's striking up a conversation with a local artist at a harbourside pub, their passion for their city contagious as they share their favourite hidden gems and off-the-beaten-path adventures. Section 3. The open road awaits, embracing the adventure, so why not heed the call of adventure? Well, pack your curiosity, lace up your walking shoes and hop on that train to Bristol. Let the city surprise you with its hidden alleyways, its quirky shops, its vibrant art scene and its warm, welcoming atmosphere. Discover the stories etched into its cobblestone streets, the echoes of history whispering from its grand buildings and the creativity that seems to emanate from every corner.